giddy up and rock and roll. Nice.
She's fun to drive.
Yeah, fun to drive. Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story, and today we're in the western suburbs of Illinois, and I'm with Tom Jundt. Tom's got a great classic Chevrolet for you. Tom, what year, make, and model is this one?
It's a 1986 Camaro IROC Z.
Generation 3. So let's take a look at our featured attraction. And this one, well, the challenge I find, come on alongside me, is when I go to a car show, I always see these modified. They're always kind of what I'll call day 2'd, but this one was as close to not modified. So this is a Z IROC and roll with you. So Tom, how long have you had this one?
2013, so 11 years.
Wow, 11 years. A little member of the family. What got you connected to the Generation 3s?
When I was 25, I owned an 86 Z28. I couldn't afford an IROC.
Okay, so the IROC was always the goal.
Yes.
Where'd you find this one? Come on
Pontiac,
alongside
Illinois.
me. Really?
And it
That's
did
funny.
look like this. And my son and I restored it.
Come on back with me. We'll show it from the side. And just like that. You know, I always thought this car had a great profile. Real sleek. Now, with the IROC, some of the things, and we'll talk about this a little bit in the trunk and treats,
Okay.
you have 16-inch rims on this, right?
Correct.
And that was with the IROC package.
Right, and they're also offset, if you notice on the wheel. This is a front wheel only.
Oh, okay.
And on the back, you're going to see a rear.
Oh, yeah, right there.
And that's the offset of the way the wheels sit on the car. So
Interesting.
you cannot rotate these tires.
Got it. And the IROC clearly has that piece right there. And at this point, it's the tuned port injection 5.0?
If it says only tune port, it's a 5.0. If it's a 5.7, it'll state that.
Okay.
In 86, the 5.7 was not an option.
Okay.
Not till 87.
Not till 87. Let's take a look at the back. Clearly we have our gas that goes in here. One other thing as well. So if we come back here, we have the words tuned port injection here. Would it also say 5.7 tuned port injection?
If it was a 5.7.
Got it. Didn't know that. Z28, and this is kind of interesting. Open, just roll that back as though if there was a gas tank there. It's just the trunk key, and there's 2 ways to open that. It's this way, and then there's a knob inside, which I'll show you when we get to that.
This one does not have that.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay, so it's just that.
Yes.
All right, and does this also have the electric
Pull down?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Okay, doesn't have the electric pull down. I'll show you that right there. And while we're also, we've got this brake light here, which is 86 only?
86 only on top like that.
Just like that.
And by 87, they went into the spoiler.
Yeah.
And until 90, then they went back up top, but inside.
Is that right?
Yes. And
Okay.
that was till 92.
So they all pretty much look the same, but just those little details show you which one is which
you
year.
can tell what year it is.
Exactly. Okay, so we'll step back here and we're going to show you a little trunk and treats. I shared with you that we had some trunk and treats on this car, and we've got a Camaro book, which we'll talk about. So there's your car, the IROC Z28, and you can see also this third brake light up there. Was that the first year?
First year is 1986.
So
that was mandated.
Your year, and there you can see no IROC package, no ground effects. And let's flip back a page. You can see that there's a difference between the IROC and the Z28. There's the
Z28.
The Z28. And tell me the differences. The wheels, obviously you have the word IROC, so that's
right. Mainly on cosmetically, you got 16-inch wheels.
Yeah.
Ground matching color to the ground effects. 2 stripes here.
Okay.
Z28's 15-inch wheel. Ground effects, different colors. 3 stripes.
Got it.
And obviously no IROC.
Right. Let's flip one more page backwards because we've got something on the interior. Right there. This is your interior.
Yes, it is.
And tell me about that.
That is the Lear Siegler interior. It was their upgraded option. 82 to 85. 4 colors: red, black, brown, gray. And in 86, only less than 200 Camaros got the interior.
Wow.
This happens to be one of them.
Got it. There's nothing under here other than a storage, and over here is where we keep our trunk. And you've got this electronic opener that we'll see right there too.
Yeah.
So there's a latch in there.
That's right inside there. Pop it up and pull it towards you.
Okay. It just slips in under there. And while he's putting that one away in the trunk that we just saw, I'll show you that latch right there. And you can see with that latch, pops off that way, and it goes inside the trunk like so. Perfect. Let me just show that for just a second.
Okay.
You have your stowage instructions on how that works with your GM right there. And we're back. So I'm going to go to the interior. May I open it?
Absolutely.
Now, years later, in that little compartment on the side, you would see, I'll show the side there. One of the things that caught my attention, Body by Fisher, was no doubt this great door panel. And we just got done telling you about the interior. Check that out. We've got the sun hitting it. That's pretty cool, right?
It's an eye grabber.
Well, it reminds you, it brings us back to kind of the 70s, doesn't it? It's got that kind of 70s look to it.
Yeah, you're right. It's very attention grabbing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we've got the electric seats there. I want to show you the interior. And while we're here looking at the T-top, we'll take a moment to show you what it looks like with the T-tops on. And we're back. You can see that piece there, right up the center. And as I jump inside, Z28. Now, Tom, you shared with me on the tacks, they're a little bit different. Tell me about the tacks.
The red line on the tacks, I actually, for the Camaro guy, will tell you what motor's in the car without even opening the hood. 5,000 RPM's a 5-liter, 5,500's a 5.7 liter, or could have been the V6.
So there was a Z28 V6 version?
No, there was a Sport Coupe.
Oh,
with
Sport
a V6.
Coupe. Got it. And then they have that would have been your radio, but that wasn't much of a radio back then, so naturally we day 2'd it and put the Alpine in correctly there. And then of course we've got the Z28 IROC, and of course if it was just the Z28, it wouldn't say IROC Z.
Correct.
Which is International Race of Champions, as I recall.
Yes.
And then we have that there. You've got the day-night mirror.
Yeah. This one also has the overhead console, which is an option.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really cool.
Yeah. Not
Time,
all of them
time
have
and
that.
date,
That was another
service. You've got this map light here. And one other thing that I think is important as I'm showing you this, so this says trunk, but it's not actually a functional.
No, I don't have it connected mainly because of my car show.
Got it.
The lights aren't
Okay.
on.
And the other thing, I'm going to open this for you because there is where your VIN tag is. Right there. Shows you all your details. That's interesting. Okay, let's there's your hood lever. Let's open the hood, shall we? I'll let you jump in there. You've got your louvered hood. Blackened in coves on the headlights.
And that's Z28 only that they'll be black here.
So if it's not a Z28, no,
And they're not black, they're
not
body
black.
color.
Got it.
This is the 5.0 tune port.
Look at that. A heartbeat of America. Nice. There gives you some of the details there. And there. And then the IROC Z28. Your tune port there. Now clearly you've got some headers on here, but I really liked how it still has all the look of and the originality of what it used to be, which is great. They've got an upgrade on the radiator, so a little better.
You know, there was a problem on these running hot.
All of your details there. Well, let's fire it up, shall we? We'll let it idle. Like that. Stands outside the car and starts it. It's smooth. We'll listen to the back. Can you step on the brakes for a second, please? Nice, and the third light up there. Go ahead, Tom, give it a rev. One more time. Hi, two little kids. Let's take it for a ride. Before I jump in, Tom, you shared something with me. What do we have behind these rims here?
You have a rare aluminum drum brake option. It's not a four-wheel disc, but they are aluminum drums.
Now that was an option.
This was an option.
Why did they option that? You would think that the drums would have been the not option.
Well, the aluminum drums cool better and lighter weight. And to be honest with you, four-wheel discs of this year are problematic.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So they knew that and they went into it. I wanted to show you that angle and show you the back end of the light. Let's take it for a ride.
All right.
So Tom and I are in the Z28, the 86, the IROC. How does it feel?
Like brand new.
First of all, congratulations, because I know if you had a Z28 in high school, which by the way was a pretty cool car,
Yes.
but to get the upgrade IROC, I know that was a goal of yours, so congratulations for doing that. And great job on the restoration too, it looks great.
Thank you.
What do you like about this car when you're out at car shows?
The attention it gets, mainly because it's red in the interior. It's always people coming up to talk to me about the car. And it's always, I had one of these back in high school. And I hear that all the time.
But they can't find one now.
No, if you can, they've doubled their price from new.
Okay. We'll just show people kind of where we're at. Oh, what a nice ride. It's the fun day in the country with your T-tops.
Nothing better.
Nothing better. That's great. I'll just show people a little more. Now you were telling me about the sound. What is it about the sound?
It's nice to have a radio, but I'd rather listen to the car burn.
Exactly. With the, how difficult was it to get those headers on this one? Because it looks pretty packed under there.
Well, you know, that's what I do for a living.
Okay.
So it wasn't bad. To be honest, the hooker headers, they fit like a glove, to be honest with you.
Well, Tom, thanks so much for being on My Car Story. Real treat. I'm glad that I finally got a nice mid-80s Z28 IROC on the channel. I've been waiting for that, and you had all the information, all the knowledge. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
You're welcome.
Thank you.